All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bojack Horseman, Season 6, Episode 7. He's sober now.
He is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
So happy.
Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
It's going to be great.
He went through not all the 12 steps, but he made the 12th step kind of a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got the person that was originally helping him to be like, hey,
because things can't be easy for
let's
Bojack,
check you in.
You know,
Yeah.
they just can't. So that was a really fun arc for this character, and now having gone through a bunch of mini side stories with everybody, hey, Bojack's back.
He is.
So let's see how that affects all their lives now. So yeah, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Nasty.
Yeah. It'll be a lot of work to clean this place up. Yeah. Let's go, bud.
I'm not kidding. The pills. Now! I'm not like you. Hey, I don't fetishize my own sadness. My hands are
Wow.
so slippery. Damn it, Todd, clean up your shit.
You know I had sex with Emily. You can count on me.
You are all the things that are wrong with you.
You're the last person to get that. I'm not gonna change.
This is
Yeah.
incredible.
God damn.
That was perfect. Hey, honeydew melon is fantastic when it's fresh.
Yeah.
The problem is, most of the time you're having it, it's never fresh.
Yep. There are some fruits that are able to kind of like cheese past that, you know, by being like pineapple, you know.
Oh, you're hurting me. Let's go. Oh, God.
No way.
Oh.
It was yours.
Mine, yours. What difference does it make who brought this particular vodka?
Oh shit.
Whole show's over. And that
Well.
means everything I did was for nothing. To Herb, I mean, what I did to save the show, do you understand? I have friends on Coach who owe me a favor. It could be a fresh start for you.
There's no such thing as a fresh start.
Nobody is asking you, Sharona.
Wow.
Bojack Horseman, would you like to share?
I'm Bojack, and, oh God, it feels so dumb. And I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Bojack.
Yep. Yep. Hi, Bojack.
Look, I can't go to the Galapagos.
Guy, you have to. This is important.
It's the National Geographic swimsuit edition. They want me shooting behind-the-scenes video of turtles in bikinis. Your psychiatrist said you're depressed.
Been a little depressed, but I'm not like depressed. I don't have depression.
3 packs a day. You've been wearing the same pajama bottoms for weeks.
This is all part of my writing process. My best stuff comes out when I hate myself.
What? Tried the medication your doctor prescribed.
Hey, yes.
Oh.
Put me on Prozac in college, and I was so calm and boring, I didn't even want a live journal. Dawson's Creek got bad because there was no one to speak truth to power.
You just started taking antidepressants, which you should also
Yeah.
do now.
It
Yeah.
sucks. It made
Yeah.
me break out. I gained weight. What if you leave and come back to this person you don't even recognize?
I don't even recognize you now.
Yeah.
You're making this a bigger thing than it is. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Negotiations have lasted so long, it's like Reds in this boardroom.
Generous, but you're making up the projected loss by excising office birthday cakes. That's unacceptable. Everyone hates the mysterious dried fruit cubes and trail mix, but we still eat them after the other nuts and seeds are gone because in our undervalued, overworked existence, we're desperate for any morsel of satisfaction, whether that be cake,
Judah!
unidentifiable orange fruit,
Judah!
or the occasional kind word from our boss.
Judah!
They can print those pictures
Spitting!
now.
Holy shit.
Fine, but we're grouping birthdays so they only happen once a month.
Wow, that's The Office already tried that.
One final issue.
Your insistence assistants be not treated like garbage? All assistants will be treated like recycling, right next to the garbage, but with an understanding that one day they may be upcycled to a higher status.
That's...
Right, Lenny?
Sure, I'm green.
Aww.
I meant to reach out.
There's no need to explain. I know you're very busy with work and Ruthie.
This strike has been the most time I've been able to spend with Ruthie since... ever.
I
Yeah.
also feel an ambivalence.
Ah! Amazing.
And now you're just gonna ride off into the sunset?
No, the sun sets in the west.
Yeah.
I'm riding east to my Atwater cottage.
Oh my god.
You're the best assistant I ever had.
You don't need ever in that sentence. It's
Yeah.
implied.
Yep.
That was amazing.
Incredible. Flawless.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah. She does not want to see you here.
Thank you for meeting me here. I can't be at my house. Just reminds me of what an asshole I've been.
Your house reminds me of what an asshole you've been too.
What are you doing?
I'm updating my asexual
Well done, well
dating
done.
profile with some fresh pics. It's from over a year ago. Oh man, they always ask for your job. Hype man for babies.
You've really taken to this nanny thing, huh?
It's so amazing to hold a baby and look at it sleep and think, this is a perfect thing.
Uh-huh.
At one point, someone held me in their
Right.
hands and thought,
Yeah.
I'm going to love this kid forever, you know? What happened?
Yeah, what?
Moms are weird, right?
Yeah, moms are weird.
So what are you gonna do now?
There was a stewardess in the meeting. She was talking about how every day she wakes up in a different place. That sounds perfect. Every city, a clean slate.
I think the preferred term is flight servant.
Hey, flush with choice.
To us.
Oh!
And depression.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Drink to that and then depart with you on a cross-country tour of speaking engagements as the quote-unquote face of depression. There is something I feel I must get off my chest.
Yeah.
I am not depressed.
How can you know that?
Well, I feel very happy. Oh, I know, just as I suspect. Half
Ah.
full.
Ah.
I would be quite upset by this if I were at all prone to depression, which, as we've just established,
I am not. No. No.
Are depressed and just don't know it?
well, I
Possibly.
do frequently not know things.
People who seem happy can actually be the most depressed.
I seem very happy.
I know.
But wait, you seem happy too.
Oh no.
Good thing we're going on this tour.
We gotta get the word out.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
perfect.
Yes,
timed
they're
sound
motivated.
effect.
I'll miss you.
What?
It's for the best. Go. Just
What?
go, please. Don't make it harder than it has to be.
This is an amazing bit. That's her trying to flirt, I think. Like that was genuinely cute.
Possibly,
Like,
yeah. Okay.
What is depression?
oh my God.
Who is depression? If any of these words describe you or your feelings, you may suffer from
Depression.
depression.
Bojack?
Surprise.
It's just... Heat's broken. Let's go for a walk.
Now we show the person who seems happy.
I was in LA and I didn't
Yeah.
want to be, so you doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Oh.
Did you notice that?
Yeah. Immediately, like, pulling away.
Who am I? Sloane Crosley?
Who's Sloane Crosley?
Good point.
She has the bigger soda than him. You notice that?
Oh, yeah.
But the headline is you're doing great?
So great.
Could I crash at your apartment?
No!
Well, he gets to help somebody now.
Yeah?
It started when I was having trouble with my book, and then it kind of snowballed in my
Yes.
boyfriend saying I should take antidepressants. What's the point?
Of antidepressants? I believe the point is to be anti-depressed.
Yeah.
Flip over the nothing, and underneath there's more nothing. Then you flip over that nothing, and there's more nothing all your life, because you keep thinking under all that nothing, there's got to be something, but all you find is nothing.
But you flip over this pizza box, and look,
There's a couch. Yeah.
Break up soon anyway. There's only so long before he gets tired of the real me.
someone got really mad at me recently.
Mad
Yeah.
at you?
Bojack, you ruin everything. That's what you are. And it actually took him.
Just sitting on the pizza box.
I bought into this idea that I was the thing that couldn't be changed.
Oh.
I wanted to thank you,
Yeah.
believing in me when I didn't, and for encouraging me to accept the help I needed.
Wow.
12th step.
And the lucky aspects of the timing. Yeah. Oh.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you're here, but a little notice next time. I already made plans with Tani.
Hey.
Ah. Hello.
Anyway, we're going to a show. You're welcome to join us.
I love music.
Yep.
God, is this what music sounds like when you're sober? Do I hate music?
No, this sucked. Wanted to cheer up Tani. She's my best friend. They canceled all the drama classes.
Oh.
Acting professor quit. He got cast in a regional commercial.
Wait.
So yeah, now Tani's got to change her major, which I get why that sucks, but don't take it out on me.
A lot of actors would love to teach in a place like this.
Okay, I don't want to be fighting anymore, so can we just drop it?
Always do this.
I'm trying to move past it.
You said we were gonna meet at Pie Cafe for dinner.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Pie Cafe?
Now we're just supposed to move past it?
Teachable moment. Hollyhock, people will disappoint you.
There's nothing I can say.
Yes, some wounds will never be healed.
You could say sorry.
Would it even matter?
No.
No. Yeah.
You do this thing where you don't think you can ever be forgiven, so you don't apologize, but I can't forgive you if you don't say you're sorry.
Sorry.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah! Good job.
That's it?
Come
Yeah.
on, let's dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bojack!
Now they have to stay.
Yeah.
Where is not winter?
California?
No, I
Nope.
can't go back there.
Florida?
Ugh.
Arizona?
Some parts of Texas?
I'm going back.
That was great.
No, I'm not dating anyone. Stay on topic.
Yep. I had a feeling. Because he's going to keep coming through LAX. Yep.
She made it to the sun and everybody cheered. The end.
Incredible.
Hey,
Whoa, that...
I'm out of rehab, and I realized I never got you a baby shower gift, so...
Look what Uncle Bojack brought you, Ruthie. The narcissist myth. How appropriate for a baby.
Narcissist? I thought the painting was about me.
I love this show.
There's this drama professor job at
It's so
Wesleyan.
good.
They need a reference to tell them that I know what I'm talking about. So I thought that you could do what you've been doing for 20 years, lie about me.
I'll be back in the office tomorrow, but have them call my cell because my assistant is terrible.
Oh shit, it walks already?
She started a few days ago.
Oh.
She sucks at it now, but she'll get better at it.
I'm gonna miss everything. We have this connection now.
Oh.
What if that goes away when I go back to work?
So don't go back.
What? Dying here, Bojack. I need my job.
You are producing a show, running a company, catering to your clients, raising a child. You need your own Princess Carolyn to take care of you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
priceless.
No, that's perfect.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is so incredibly powerful and symbolic there. That was...
Other offers, UCLA, USC, UTI.
We have to allow other applicants time to apply.
Dude, squishy face.
Raven. She's circling around portending my doom. She's gonna swoop in and peck out my chances. That is so...
Raven.
Yeah.
But it feels like the worst place on earth. No offense, Betty. Living in your storage locker sounds pretty rough.
Every day it just keeps getting better.
God, you're killing me, Betty. My house reminds me of the horse I was before. Nothing's changed. So how am I supposed to?
Yeah.
Sharona,
We don't need to do whatever your sad eyes are asking for.
I'd like to try
The last time I saw you was my rock bottom. I've been sober ever since.
Just let me say it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was nice of you to bring Panda Express for everyone.
Right, everyone.
It's more for old time's sake.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
Yeah.
let me dye in your hair for 20 years.
Nobody makes fun of Dennis Rodman.
They don't? What do you think?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Raven's out. She taught a workshop at Spellman, and to quote Raven, nevermore. Starts next week. Can you be here?
Oh!
Welcome to Wesleyan, Professor.
Opportunity in the game of life. Yeah.
Is it like a Jesus thing?
No, it's not that. I told you.
I'm just confused, is all.
Certain things that I'm not interested in.
So why did you go out with me in the first place?
Because I like you?
And you're sure it's not a Jesus thing?
Fine, if it helps end this conversation, yes, it's a Jesus thing.
What would Jesus do? Not this guy.
He was just wanting to give his one-liner.
I don't want to presume anything, but there's an app you might be interested in.
An app?
Oh!
Hey!
Yes!
That's awesome!
Yes! Yes! She's the same energy as Todd, too.
Oh, I see. All connecting flights have been granted.
Ah.
For all passengers a complimentary hotel stay until we can get you on your way.
What?
What?
Is that old Bojack Horseman?
Oh my God.
No, it's old Bojack Horseman.
What are you doing in D.C.?
Addressing Congress, of course. Getting the word out and raising awareness and so forth.
All right.
National Face of Depression.
You're the national face of depression.
Yep. I want to show you something. Hey, partner, sit tight. I'll be right back.
You got it, SD.
You're in a museum. Pretty cool, huh?
Whoa.
Doggy, what now?
That makes sense. Well, looks like you finally got your crossover episode.
Is this real? Is this happening?
Yeah.
Okay, you knock on the door here.
Excuse me, are you Zachary's father? I think our adopted teens go to school together.
Yeah. Our adopted team.
Oh.
Like you said, it's a crossover. I hope they're not having SE. Excuse me. I'm so overwhelmed. This is the best day.
Yes.
He's the national face of depression.
That was beautiful.
Please stay on the line for a survey that directly determines whether or not I get fired.
Yeah. No way. No way. Is he going back?
Pardon my state. You had a question for me.
Yes.
Would you be interested in interviewing for a job here as Vim's Chief of Operations?
Yes.
Do you want the job?
Yes.
Great. Interview done. Clear my schedule every third Friday. I'm taking them off to be with my dog.
And he's back in his suit. Yep.
Milk coming from the copy room.
I'm familiar with
Yep.
that.
Yep. Oh my God.
My pleasure.
That made me so
My
happy.
heart is so
That made
full.
me so happy.
What is happening?
Hi, mister.
Pickles! Other than being away from you, I gotta say, I am having the time of my life being depressed.
I'm so glad.
I sense a sadness in your voice, my Gherkin. At this point, I really don't know the difference.
I thought it'd be easy to get even, but I've slept with 32 guys now, if you count the 2 sets of twins as 2 and not 4.
I do.
None of them are like my mister. I just wish I could cheat on you with you.
Hanging in there.
I think I may have an idea.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait. Oh. Yeah. Now it's all different and wow. Back here.
Are we doomed to die in the shadow of our sins? Nay! Does thy Lord turn his back on his coats? Nay! Thou must also forgive thyself. Though thy sins be like scarlet, they shall be white as snow.
What is this voice?
Born,
It's,
turn to the horse next to you and offer a sign of grace and peace in the name of the Lord.
A sugar cube.
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
And that concludes our reenactment of an early horsey service. Thank you.
It's fucking
It's yeah. Once the voice changed, I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Stay if you like. In 30 minutes, we start over.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yes. But wow.
That was
J.K.
beautiful.
Simmons.
Yeah,
J.K.
right.
Simmons.
I don't know why I was
Yeah.
blanking on the name. Also, just an FYI out there for anybody that's like, oh, but antidepressants will make you gain weight. There are different kinds of antidepressants.
That's true.
And
That's
not
true.
all increase appetite.
Yeah.
Or, have that side effect.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this episode was
Okay.
heartwarming and beautiful and gave us so much. Bojack basically went around to all the different main characters and gave them a little bit of like, hey, here's a little push.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of take yourself in a better, more positive direction.
Yep. It
yeah.
felt to me like the inverse of his spiral trip episodes, right? Where it's like instead of going around making everybody's life worse, he went around making everybody's life a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
That was so delightful. Like
So awesome.
this was just like chicken soup for the soul.
It
a
was.
warm hug.
It was.
You know.
A Bojack episode.
Yeah.
That did that, and all the jokes were phenomenal as well.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the way in which some of them were set up to be like, this is a joke, and then they're like, wait, actually, no, the Cinnabunny is the setup for
Right.
Todd's ace connection.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God,
Yep.
it's perfect.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Like she had absolutely had the Todd energy
Mm-hmm.
in every way, shape, or manner, and I did kind of get that that little bit of almost like flirty, cute kind of thing going on there. But that's the thing is that's not. It's not for the sake of flirting. It's just for the sake of connecting with people.
It's I'm going to derive as much joy from this job as I possibly can.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's hey, targeted thing that I'm going to say specifically to you.
Yeah.
You go have a great day, basically,
Yeah.
right? Awesome. They will get along so well.
So well. They're gonna be just limitless potential creativity, positivity, and chaos.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic.
Wonderful.
And I love the idea that then he when he's hanging out with Hollyhock and the whole is this what modern music sounds like sober? Oh God, I must hate music or something. And then the drama teacher isn't there anymore, so she won't be able to she won't be able to keep taking her classes and stuff. And it's like,
so Bojack has a new base of operations, and it's somewhere close to his daughter, who he can then slowly but surely rebuild connection with.
Or sister.
Oh, sister.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See the gray hair. It's like, that's right. He is old. Yeah. Which also I love that as a thing of Bojack's old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just...
Yeah, he's no longer hiding behind stuff now.
Exactly.
So he's vulnerable. He's open.
Right. He's got it. And the whole thing of all the shitty things that happened to him on the plane that just totally ruin his coat, right? The thing that we're used to seeing him in.
Exactly.
Right? But hey, maybe that's actually not such a bad thing after all. Old Bojack or most reasonable people would be like, what the fuck? This is a bad joke,
Right.
But hey,
new look,
new you. It's an opportunity,
Yep.
I loved him going back to Diane, and it's
that's the start. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Someone told me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
and I had the focus on the things that she told him then versus the other things that she's told him.
Right.
Which is like,
Bojack. And the little things
That's
of
so good.
her being in the bad place and how long is the relationship gonna last? Because yada yada puts the hand on his hand or whatever, and then he he just pulls the hand back.
Yeah.
Right.
No, not enabling.
Yep.
No.
It's awesome. I love it.
There were so many little things going on in the Diane Bojack scenes that were those kinds of little moments where it's like, yep, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See what's going on, Bojack. You're so fucking
good job.
proud of you. Yeah.
I feel like so. Once Judah got brought back into the story,
right.
It's like
the magic wand has been brought out.
The clouds parted and God said, "This show will have a happy ending." Right?
And it's episode 7.
Right? It's like, okay, yeah, I have nothing to worry about. This is gonna be great.
It's episode 7.
No, it's gonna be great.
I think the main thing is more that we're gonna have a bittersweet ending. It's not gonna be because this is episode 7.
No, right, but I don't think so. I think there's definitely going to be aspects of the ending where it can be bittersweet because that's life, right?
Oh yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be bittersweet in the traditional sense that I would have expected maybe a season or two ago, right?
No, of course not. I think the point we're making is that we earned full legitimate milestone progress here.
Right.
The thing is that anything can go wrong because Bojack is still a person. He is still
absolutely.
He's still to make the joke. He's still a human being.
Right, right.
He can say nay all he wants, but sometimes you gotta say no, not nay, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for Bojack. I'm more excited for all the friends and everything here who are able to have big closure on like specific things here. Todd in a relationship, Diane actually like taking her own health seriously. First.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just the thing of, yes, her fear that she would like put on weight, she did.
Or that she
that's
would,
fine.
Or that she would look over underneath that nothing and find more nothing. That's a really great verbal way to get at the idea that part of the reason why I think people are depressed is not because they are actually like clinically depressed. You know, they're not actually like, you know, the feeling of being depressed versus the actual like medical state of being depressed is that they look at the situation their life is in and it's just shitty. Like, it's just really bad. Now, Diane's situation is not that. But the idea is that she looks at intentionally all the areas where there's nothing. I don't know if you like picked up on this, but the idea that she's like, you look over there at all that nothing, you look for something, and there's nothing. And then Bojack just goes, well, why don't you just look over the areas where there's something? Basically, the point is that Diane's focus has been on the negative, has been in the areas where there's nothing.
Well, right, and I think that's I'll just talk personal experience rather than like you know, because I'm not a psychiatrist.
Well, I know,
or anything,
but
right?
we can take Diane's situation.
I'll talk from my personal experience. It is very easy to basically, when you're in a downward spiral, to not be able to see outside of your own situation, right?
Right.
And so then you start, because of you know your own mindset or things like that, right? You end up not noticing the things that are the potential positives, right? But that doesn't mean that the negatives are untrue or anything, right?
No,
And that's where I feel like it can be really hard to break out of that stuff because there is a point to the stuff that Diane's saying, right? It's just that that's not the complete picture. And so, you know, maybe you need that helping hand in order to get that that additional perspective so that then you can stop the downward spiral, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what she ended up being able to get from Bojack, but then also, oh, hey, now antidepressants, cool. That'll help keep you from going into that, right? Because like the whole point where she's talking about like the, you know, is she just depressed or does she have depression and like that whole, you know, like it's the
moot point. Yeah.
Well, moot point, but I would say it's also the flip side of the comical situation with Mr. Peanut Butter, where, you know, he's talking with his you know, business partner and it's like well, you know, some of the happiest people are depressed.
Yeah.
We're both very happy people. Oh, so we might be depressed. Oh, shit. You know, that's right. Yeah, we should really work on that. Oh, my God. You know, whereas in Diane's case, she's actually the situation that they're talking about, right? Where she isn't even able to fully acknowledge that she has a problem because she's like, well, that's
why she's not addressing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why she's not addressing it. Hence then the parallel to Bojack, right? Because, you know, at the bare minimum, you have to acknowledge that there is a problem, and then after that, believe that the problem can actually be fixed, right? And so even when Diane was on the cusp of acknowledging that there was a problem, part of the reason why she was continuing to deny it is because she's like, well, is there actually a chance that it can be fixed, right? I wouldn't want to just take an antidepressant, gain a bunch of weight, and still be in the situation that I'm in because I believe that it's based on external circumstances. I'm not acknowledging the aspect of where it's, you know, the
coming internally,
right? You know, the internal stuff that's then tinting my perspective of the world, right? Not being able to see that, oh, hey, yeah, if you know, move the empty pizza box, there's a couch you can sit on, you know, right? Like, yeah,
that was my point, was that basically we come into these situations with perspectives that immediately infer you're basically going to be not necessarily depressed, but you're just looking at the wrong thing for whatever reason. You won't look at this thing here. The same point in which Diane is actually the one perpetuating this, you know, thing here. It's not external circumstances. It's coming from internal stuff. So people, generally speaking, I would say, when you can tell that they're just completely ignoring the one thing right there, they go, oh, well, you know, you have this really cool person in your life that really does care about you. Oh, well, he's going to break up with me once he, you know, finds out the real me. what the real you, ta-da. Deflected immediately, like completely ignored the person basically that is there by going, that'll fall apart eventually. And it's like,
Right.
well, yeah, yes, it could. It absolutely could.
Certainly
it's not
when you're
right
taking
now.
this approach to things.
Well, not only that, it's not right now. Like, I'm going to die eventually, but not right now. What I am going to get less healthy. I'm going to get crotchety.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my bones dissolve as I get older, but not right now.
You can have anxiety about a bunch of things that are, potentially true, but they haven't, as long as it's just a potential, okay. Until such a time as the world ends, we will
false
assume it
evidence
intends to keep on
appearing
spinning.
real,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so in a lot of ways, that's why I think that Diane's situation was one that is really important because it's so insidious, and I'm glad that she was prescribed the antidepressants because it's getting her on her stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
But I think there are people that are sometimes they're even in a lesser version of Diane's situation, and they're just hyperfixating. They're just hyperfixating on a thing, and it's like you just turn like 30 degrees to your left, and right there is the whole thing.
For at least I know for the antidepressant that I'm on, it's basically just a way to try and address a chemical imbalance in the brain.
Yeah.
Right? Because, we are still physical beings. Our thoughts and everything will absolutely be dictated by, chemicals that our brain is producing, right?
Yep.
And if, it's not producing the right ones or too much of a certain one or, something like that, then it's just like, that's just kind of where you gravitate towards.
Yep.
Is it theoretically possible that you could just, through a pure force of will, focus on the positive things, and even when you feel like shit and don't want to like get out of bed in the morning and everything, still go to the gym or something like that's possible. It's possible. But like, is that
if we're gonna medicate with caffeine and pizza, Diane, but not the thing that's actual medical stuff,
right?
There,
like
what's the what's the difference?
And cut yourself some slack, right? Like like. Yeah, like you're saying with those like medications, those are acknowledgments of, shit's hard, and maybe I'm gonna use this thing to make that part of my life that little bit easier, I can hopefully have energy to focus on the other things, right?
Right. The point of life, and this is not any like actual like true objective statement here, but just this is Caleb's opinion here. Like the point of life is finding the little bits of happiness in the in-betweens. In the things where you're transitioning between going from Connecticut to DC or what have you, Bojack, in those in-betweens, you're going to have little moments, little things that'll happen that are serendipitous little things there where you can walk
run into
right
Mr.
past
Peanut
them.
Butter.
Right, but you can walk right past them. You can ignore them. You don't have to focus on them. You don't have to even see them. But if you are taking the honest effort to go, I am going to have those things happen, you will see things that give you the opportunity for happiness, for little bits of joy, contentment, or what have you. So Bojack here gets in some ways, the luck of the role here, in that he gets tons of them in this episode, but he also actively seeks out the points where he can transition where he's looking at, what his environment is in.
Well, and that's where I think it's like, while we had a lot of like, the Mr. Peanut Butter one is a very wonderful serendipitous coincidence, right?
Yes.
That's not a new thing that just happened because, we're at the point in the narrative where Bojack is supposed to be doing better, so we need to have a cool convenience happen here. No, the idea is that those conveniences were there in the past too, but because of your perspective, you only ended up seeing the ones that looked bad, right? Because there were bad conveniences that happened here too. Some pretty laughably extreme ones, right?
Yes.
But, perspective. It's a hell of a thing.
So if you're gonna, do the things that give you that opportunity to take a break from the negative perspectives, why not try antidepressants, Diane? That's gonna be a big help.
Yeah,
it's a big help with giving you a perspective reset.
And even if you look under that, nothing, and you find nothing, right? There's many different antidepressants, and not all of them work for everybody. But that means maybe, just like Todd, you need to keep looking until you find the one that comes along and you're like, oh, hey, this is a good fit.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I love this episode so much because we saw every main side character's flaw put on full display, but immediately within the same breath, Bojack actually like providing an opportunity for them to be like, hey, there is a way through this, you know?
Yep.
And in a lot of ways, it was just Bojack telling them the truth about the situation.
And he didn't need to have all the answers.
He didn't
like,
actually have most of any of the answers.
Like in the scene with Hollyhock and her friend, he's like trying to like be like, oh,
Yeah,
here's I've learned some stuff. Let me share with you. They're completely ignoring him because they're teenagers. That's what they do. But then they end up saying something where he's like, wait, shit.
That's it?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Huh.
So cool.
Like, I love that.
Like,
awesome.
he definitely instigated maybe the initial momentum for them to look at things there a little bit more, you know, seriously and slowly and take the time to communicate. But, yeah, none of the actual words that he said were the actual catalysts for
and then
doing this.
In the midst of all that, also having the friend have a flaw in the behavior or how she was treating Hollyhock.
Right.
It was very similar to Bojack's situation. And I love that was brought up because it's the... Like I think I'm pretty like dotting the I's and crossing the T's when it comes to like if I think like a relationship is like, you know, damaged or something. But I definitely know that there's those times where I don't because of some excuse, some whatever, some justification. Oh, it's already been happened.
Totally
Oh, whatever. You know, and it's like no. The thing of it's as simple as it's real hard to forgive somebody when they haven't apologized, right? Like, but once they do, then suddenly it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's what I was looking for.
There it is.
And thinking to personal times in my life where that shit specifically doesn't happen, even though I know the person might feel bad about what they did, if that doesn't happen, then it's like, well, then there's a problem, and you can kind of go along with it for a while, but like
it's a great boundary to show that Hollyhock learned a lot of things from Bojack, but yet Hollyhock had to like communicate that. Like if she was like not willing to say like, oh, but I need you to do this right now for me, she might not have ever done it.
Sure.
And so the idea that in that moment both of them communicated kind of what they needed there ended up leading to an actual like, oh, let's reconnect, let's do this here, and let's actually build the relationship back up. And so Bojack's like, oh shit, that's it. I love talking to people about conflict resolution and stuff because there's so much about these kinds of situations where people just don't actually say literally what they want out of a connection, you know, sunder or what have you. They'll just be like, oh, no, you. So you need to do this. And it's like, well, why don't you just say, I feel like shit when you do this, whatever her character's name was.
Right.
And then say, I want to move on from it, but you're not apologizing.
That makes it hard.
That makes it hard for me to want to, you know, just move on from it.
It'd make it a lot easier if you did.
Yeah. And then, what do you know? They actually reconstituted their relationship.
Yep.
Like,
and oh hey, they were even able to enjoy that terrible music.
They were actually able to enjoy the shittiest music. I swear there was like fart sounds every like 10 seconds.
Yep. The other joke that was like, oh man, like there was the one of the animal that's like digging through the snow, which is great. But
the shark.
Yeah, the shark. But the one where the person is on the phone and they're like, yeah, leave a review because this is the thing that will solely dictate whether or not I get fired, you know.
So I've worked in every like basic umbrella, I would say, of service type jobs.
Okay.
So like food service, customer service, like call service, like sales, like product service, like all those things, right? And what you want in those jobs specifically are customers that leave positive, like not just they checked all the box and put 5 stars out of 5 for you and all the things, but they leave a verbal,
like
written
actually write something out,
saying this person, Caleb, on this day helped me very much with these things here, and I had a great time. Now, you won't get fired if you don't get those. But the amount of ways in which your literal like career at the service level of those kinds of companies and jobs and what have you will change dramatically if you start to get repeat positive things like that is nuts. And I one time talked to a bank teller basically who was like, hey, I need to try and sell you this credit card. I'm like, yeah, you can do your spiel. But then afterwards they were like, hey, could you, leave a survey fill out for me?
Yeah.
It would really mean a lot to me. And I basically explained the like, oh yeah, no, yes, I know why this is important. And I like explained like, yeah, because of this. And this teller just looked at me like, thank you. Like just almost wanted to cry. It was just like, thank you. Because I like said like I'm gonna write a written like specific thing being like this. This. And it wasn't that this teller gave me like exceptional service or anything like that. They just did their job.
Right.
But it was just the point of where I'm like, oh, so if you're telling me I can take a minute or two out of my day, it makes your life that much better. The teller literally felt like they were wanting to like it looked like they wanted to break down and cry. It's just like it's that serious. So the idea that this joke to me connected even more with the themes of the episode, of the idea that Bojack could take that little bit of time in his very wealthy, very like free to go and just fly all over the country kind of life to go and make each of these characters' lives a little bit better. It moved me in the same way, and I was just like, oh, that's Also, guys, treat your service workers really, really sweet.
Just a little thing, the joke of Bojack showing up, PC opens the door, and it's immediately that terrifying, painting.
The narcissist myth painting apparently was the name of it. That's even more terrifying and ominous than like it already was. The idea that it's this is the character who, yes, Bojack is a narcissist.
Right.
Looking at his reflection in the pool, but it's not his reflection, it's him, and he's dead, drowning in the pool. It's the like, oh, shit.
Right.
Wow. And then the baby rolls over the painting
and just rips out the drowning part.
Oh my god.
That was
I was so on the nose, but it was so good.
Yep. It's just like, hey, there you go. Another unhappy coincidence. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, J.K. Simmons, the medieval Renaissance preacher reenactor.
Right.
Having the like, hey, I'm gonna give like some gobbledygook here, but then actually genuinely say some things about forgiveness. That's like, wait a minute, that actually sounds like halfway decent. And then we burn the witch, and I'm like, okay.
Well, and the whole like, yes, it's a bunch of horses, right? And then nay.
The nay part was great.
And then the witch says no, and they're like, get her.
That was fantastic. But yeah, Bojack has taken all the little things that he's acquired over the course of this series, started to apply them. He went to rehab.
Yep.
He's now on the other side, and he's making little differences here and there. And now, he went back to his old mom's hometown. I believe that's where this was. This is the place where she moved in here with her,
I believe
her parents and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's getting some closure here. I am curious if any of the horses, in this area and the designs and stuff have any kind of potential connection to characters we've seen from that past, but I
Maybe?
doubt it.
I don't know.
I think it's more just for the scene itself. But it was fun to have J.K. Simmons,
Yes.
just kind of
And also,
us there
since I believe the design of that preacher was a thing from back then, it's also the fun meta joke of like, wait, callback, but like, why the hell, it's so long. Oh no, it's a reenactment. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. And then Judah just riding off into the sunset on his bicycle. Oh no, but not the sunset.
East, so I'm traveling directly away from the eventual sunset.
Indeed. Yeah.
The very is implied, or the best.
Yeah,
the word
right.
best
And
is
like even
unnecessary.
as he's leaving, right? Yeah, ever.
The word ever is unnecessary.
Is unnecessary. He's
It's
still
implied.
assisting.
Yes.
You know, right? Like.
But then, just making him COO. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Totally.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to be the person that's actually running all the day-to-day stuff.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
Wonderful
I guess
episode.
next episode. I'm very excited. This is a great foundational pivot, I would say, for the end of the series. That's very much what this feels like, a mid-season finale that's just the full pivot towards what the end, arc or the last bit of the story is. And I think it's going to be mostly Bojack just kind of coming to terms with like time and how to move forward,
I could definitely see that being the case, and because he's already starting to move forward, so that feels natural, Last thing I just want to say, I loved the bit with the negotiations about the birthdays, with the okay, they end up coming to the agreement of birthdays stay, but it's once a month grouped up. One, that's probably like it's cheaper for the company, but it's also probably better for the employees. It's like, yeah, no, we get it. Not everybody is actually excited to throw a birthday for you. So
especially
like,
in a company with like maybe 300 employees.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll simplify things, but then it's like, oh, hey, like that actually sounds like something that'd be kind of fun. Oh, everybody has like a party hat and
there's 12 of them a month. 12 of them a year.
12 of them a year, and it's like, oh, hey, oh.
There's a nice list of 17 people.
Was your birthday this month? Actually, yeah, it was. Oh, hey, cool, nice, happy birthday. Right? Like that kind of thing. But then also his tirade on the, just because, like, oh man, I would want to memorize that. Like,
yeah. Just because we don't pick those little snacks or pieces of fruit first doesn't mean we won't eventually go back to them because we're desperate for the crumbs of anything that we can get.
Yeah.
I was just like, he is the chosen one.
Yeah, right.
I love Judas so much.
Like, of course, Bojack as a show is witty to the point of unrealism, right?
Yes.
But like, I fully believe that Judah as a character, as a person,
exists
and would think about those things so much that he'd be like, oh, he'd just pull that from somewhere, right?
Wonderful. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.